Hello Scorpio, welcome to your Astroflower reading for the week going from the 14th through to the 20th of August. Just gone through those Lionsgate. I'm wondering how it's been for you for this week. Are you starting to manifest things? We're in the foothills of the Pyrenees here, and you can see just behind me there is a cathedral called Saint Bertrand de Comanche, and you'll be able to see it in bigger pictures now. Absolutely amazing place, and we're sitting on a ley line going between there and another chapel. So let's just see what the earth's going to bring to us in the way of energy. It's a very peaceful line, actually. It's made me very, very peaceful. So let's just see what's going on with your overall reading this week. I hope you have a lovely reading. Hermit. From the explosive sort of Lionsgate reading, you've got the Hermit card and the overall energy here. I think this is bringing in, I'm being realistic, and manifestation is very particular. There's no, don't get fooled into illusions. I think that's what's helping you this week. It's helping you to sort of like, putting one foot in front of the other, gradually working towards your goals, but not just sort of being realistic about it. I'd like to go to the moon, but am I going to go to the moon? Probably not. I'd like to, but probably not. So I might sort of go for a hang gliding. I might go hang gliding or parachuting or parasailing or, that sort of thing. It's okay. So I can't get to the moon, but I'm going to go up in the air. One or the other. It's that sort of thing. It's being realistic about what is feasible in your life, and I think the energy this week is bringing that into you. On your karmic mission, on your relationship side, you have the High Priestess. So, your karmic mission is to use your intuition here. If you're looking for love, if you're looking to try and find someone, obviously you got to be out there. They're not going to walk through your front door just sitting at home. Okay, I think that's pretty obvious. I think everybody knows that. They may well do. You never know. They may be delivering some roses. I don't know. And it could be the delivery driver. But, you've got to be out there to be in it. And using your intuition and following it. And really sort of like, what have you got to lose? Sort of attitude. What have you got to lose? And I think that's what will bring you a lot of success. And that could also be within your friends, your community, your family, within the relationships around you. Just use your intuition, and when you need to say something, say it. Don't hold it back. Just say it. Just drop it out there. I often say things where people just look at me and kind of go, "Wow, I didn't think you were going to say that," and then they kind of go, "Wait, do you know what? I was actually thinking about that," and it can really work for you. Just using your intuition, it can really work for you. How's the universe trying to influence you? It's trying to sort of make you forget about any sort of past things that are holding you back, basically, I think, here. And the universe is doing a great job, I think, for you. Just not necessarily making you forget, just realise that this is a new chapter in your life. And go ahead and explore it. I think that's what the universe is doing there. It's sort of saying, forget about the past. It's done. That person is not feeling a thing anymore. That person is not going anywhere. You know what I mean? It's over with. That's the past. Looking to the future. How's your guides connecting to your past and to your future? Change of fortune. I think, seriously, if you follow your intuition and just kind of go, sometimes you kind of sort of say, I can't say that. They think I'm an idiot. Who cares? If they think you're an idiot, then at least you know them, then maybe that's not the one for you. Or they kind of go, that was really quite funny. What's your name again? That sort of thing. And I think you've been building up to this. I think you've been casting off a lot of shackles, a lot of sort of preemptions, sort of like prohibitions, and just letting yourself go. There's the chapel that's just behind it, signalling. I wonder if the cathedral will start ringing its bells. Quite mad. And I think this is what this Wheel of Fortune is about. You have created this within your own vibration. In your forward self, it's all about planning and going forth and as I said, going out there. This is about going on a voyage, planning that voyage, exploring life. That person there has the world in their hands. anything is possible here. And I think it's a case of when you get out there and when you get involved and when you allow your intuition to sort of be your guide, I think you're gonna, you have a good opportunity to connect with people here. And in a different way to what it was in the past. A very different way to what it is in the past. Yeah. What's the overall outcome for it? It had to come in there somewhere. I was waiting for the heart somewhere to come in there. And it is enjoying, it's going to make you a lot more sort of sociable, much more sort of, not that you're not sociable, Scorpio, but it's going to make you, sort of get out there and get involved and claim life, basically. That's what it seems to be building up within you. And I think this is to do with traveling. So obviously there is a degree of sort of going out there and getting it. And I think if you go out there and get it and, I think, and you use your intuition and just follow it, I think you're going to actually open a lot of interesting doors. It'll be interesting to see what happens on the clarification cards. On your financial side, you have the Three of Wands. Karmic mission. Noticing the comings and goings of life. Noticing what you can play to your advantage. And I don't think it's a case of jumping in too quickly here. And I think this is all to do with the Hierophant as well. Manifestation. It's little by little as we build up to that supermoon at the end of the month. And I think this is a week here, and I could see it in the monthly readings where we had 2 weeks where it was a bit sort of like, touch and go with the energy in regards that it was turbulent. And I think this is the second week. And the second week here is like the turbulence, the wave's gone through. And now it's like finding your orientation. And I think this is more this than anything else within your workspace. Finding your orientation, seeing what works, what comes in and what goes out, basically. And seeing where the opportunities are to be had. And this is when you can start engaging the manifestation aspect to it. The Moon, Scorpion card. I think the universe here is just saying to you, it's very similar to this sort of side as well, sort of saying, be you. And, uncover that side of you that you might sort of keep hidden in a way. It could be sort of like through your emotions or your go-getter sort of style and stuff like that. If you let it flow out there and you let the unforeseen come to the surface within your workspace and everything like that, I think you're going to get some good results. I really do. I think you're going to get some, some really good results within your life. And I think the universe here is more than anything else just asking you to be you, and just go off and get it. There's no one who works better than sort of Scorpio. Well, there's Taurus as well, but then that's the opposite sign. In that sort of sense, they're very diligent in the way they do things. How's your past influencing your future? Yeah, this is where, you might have been emotionally tied to something. It could well have been, an aspect of your job, your business, or your career path. Something in the past there that sort of made you think twice about what you're doing, where you're going, and etc. And I think that space in the past, and I think it goes much further than just sort of last week and stuff like that. I think it goes back quite a way, actually. Funnily enough, the feeling I'm getting off it. And, it's where it's sort of saying to you, where you've been hurt in the past in regards to your career path and your business and stuff like that. That's freed you up. It's now giving you this space to sort of say, well, look, if I'm going to make it this time, I'm not going to allow it to happen like that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it differently this time. So what's your future self calling into you? Yeah, the Lovers. I think there's something that you turn around here. This is all the feeling I get. It's like something that you're turning a negative really into a positive here. And I think you've got the tools at your disposal. But being patient, I think, is really important. Because we've got that all the way through. We've got the Moon, we've got the Three of Wands, the Hermit, and then the Two of Wands up there. And it's running through you like that. And that's a real patient line. And I got a funny feeling you turn this into your advantage. And I think this is maybe, you may well be meeting someone at work that really corresponds to you. That could well be the case. It just puts pay to any sort of like emotional stress and strains in the past. But if you're looking on your job and stuff like that, it's turning from a situation sort of saying, I don't like doing this aspect of my job, therefore I'm going to go for this promotion here. And this is where you come into line with yourself more than anything else. Yeah, interesting week of manifestation basically for you, Scorpio. Very interesting week of manifestation. And you get the Queen of Wands that come out the end of it. I think the future is really bright. You know, all the future cards are really nice. There is very good things on your relationship side as well. But there is some things in the past that maybe you need to let go of, or maybe you need to understand with that with that Hermit card there. Understanding of your shadow side as much as your sunny side. And then in the future, within your workspace, you get infused about what you're doing in the moment you're doing it. And this breeds a lot for you. Within your workspace, it makes you a shining star. This is the sort of thing I'm getting from it. Is when you're converting something from that might have been pretty negative in the past, and it could be a negative within you, but also could be within your job or your business or whatever. And it seems to be as if I'm getting this impression you're turning a negative into a positive here, in a really, really, really good way. Very passionate way. Very passionate way. Thank you very much for being here. We're going to clarify with the Light Seers cards. Thank you very much for being here. There's loads of links in the description below for private readings and for private healing sessions as well. Email to do with my workshops as well. If you want to go on an energy workshop in the UK or in the US, just send me an email and tell me where you are in the world, so I can tell you where your local workshop is. Thank you very much for being here and all your support that you give this channel, whichever way it is, through subscribing, liking and sharing. Sharing is really good as well. That really does help us out. Yes, let's get on to the clarification on this. Two of Swords. It may have been a difficult decision to make, and in the past. I think this is where it comes out with the 9, with the 10 of Swords, with the 3 of Swords, and even with the Moon as well, and understanding yourself a lot better. And it was a decision to understand yourself a lot better, to get a lot more out of life, because that's the best way to understand things, is understanding oneself. And this choice you're making is almost like making you the leader in your own path. With the High Priestess, you get the King of Swords, looking to the future with communication involved here. And it's also a judgment card here. It's almost as if like your karmic message is sort of saying, the judgment comes out of the dead, done and dusted with of the past within any relationships. I don't want my relationship to be like that, for example. And now you've got that judgment. You're heading off, and you should be just using your intuition in order to sort of connect to the people that you really want to connect to, in a beautiful way, in a really, really beautiful way. What's that Wheel of Fortune about? There's two cards that want to come out. We've got the Judgment card and the Page of Wands. So yeah, I think this is where this judgment of this realization of things that were done and dusted with. This is on, so this is from the universe, sorry. There's something that's been dead, done and busted with, and you've made this judgment, so then you've made this ascension. You've moved out of a relationship or out of a situation that was causing you grief, I think. It's done, it's dusted with, it's in the past, but now you're starting to explore, and the universe, with this sort of judgment, you're starting to explore your passions in life. Let's just see what's going on with the Wheel of Fortune that's connecting your past to your future. What is this sort of like Wheel of, Lovers? You've got Lovers twice now. And I think you have this capacity within you. Not just to fall in love, but to to be in love with life. I think you've decided to live and decided to live fully, and I think it's a really good thing. What's this Two of Wands all about? Planning, going out there, moving, I think, more than anything else. Actually exploring physically by displacement, life and stuff like that. And it's going to make it very vibrant, very happy, very sociable, very almost like music orientated. Like you're really getting into the vibe of being sociably disposable. No, that's not the right word, is it? Sociably sort of like active. Yeah, let's just put it that way. Sociably active, sociably engaged, basically. And it looks like a lot of fun for you. And then you get the King of Cups. So you've got two kings down here as well. And a Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So you're really opening up this pathway here. And I think this is all this sort of like accumulation and the collaboration towards the manifestation of what you so wish to desire to sort of live, really. If you've got a way of doing things, or, if it's something that you want to live in regards to relationships, this week here is really putting it into action, I think. And we'll probably see the results coming through between the 21st and the 27th of March. Of August. So that may come out in next week's reading as well. On your financial side, you get the Three of Wands. So you've got the Three of Wands clarified by the Eight of Wands. I think with this patience here, I think you'll learn a lot actually about a situation which is going to give you the tools that is going to allow you to turn a massive negative into a massive positive for you. Learning about things, listening to things, all of this communication and all of this information that's coming through is going to really help you out. What's this Moon card from the universe? I think the message was sort of like be yourself, as it were. You got the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune now twice on this. This is an activation. This is a real Lionsgate sort of like getting into the nitty-gritty of manifestation basically this week. I wouldn't take your eye off the ball, Scorpio, this week, this coming week. I would really keep your eye on the ball, because it looks like you're going to be engaged. It could be engaged as well on your relationship side, because with that, did I explain the King of Cups? I don't think I did actually. Because on the relationship side, you've got that social side, but you've got the King of Cups. And if you trust your intuition, the King of Cups is like one with your emotions of who you are, saying things without having to worry about it. And, making things that are plain sailing, because you've done a lot of work underneath, basically, within you. I think, sociably, it's really good. Turning a negative into a positive is really important, I think, for you this week. And I think it's all part of that manifestation process. With the Three of Wands, with the Three of Swords, you get the Three of Wands. So you've now got the Three of Wands twice. I think it may have been in observation mode in regards to your finances and business and stuff like that in the past. And I think through these observations and through the things that kind of didn't make you feel good, and you've decided, I don't want it like that, I want it like this, it's giving you a lot of clarity, I think, to be that leader, to make that decision within you, which is through this Two of Swords, to actually go ahead and get success out of life. With the Lovers, you get the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands. 10 is an accumulation. It's almost like it's the pre-page stage of getting accepted into the royal court, as it were. And here with the Lovers card here, I don't think it's because you're carrying too much. I just think you've accumulated a lot of possibilities within your workspace, and those possibilities are now, that. I think that person's there. For me, at the moment, they're heading off to market to sell all their wares. So you've got a lot of attributes once you start connecting with you and yourself. And this is where you can convert it from you know, convert something that's negative into really something positive here. And I think you've got all the possibilities that are within your grasp, basically. And then out the top of the top of the scale, with the Queen of Wands, you get the Page of Swords. So through these passions are going to stimulate a lot of ideas, which you can then start accumulating and using them to activate your manifestations of what you so desire. And it's very magical in a way. And it seems like it's very much on the here and now that's going on at the moment. Yeah, really interesting reading actually, and I knew these 2 weeks here, last week and this week, were going to be interesting. I think you have huge amounts of possibilities here, and I think this week here is how you engage in life will determine what sort of possibilities can be converted into reality, basically, for you. So yeah, there you go, Scorpio. Thank you very much for being here with us. Thank you very much for your support on this channel and everything like that. I will see you soon, and in the meantime, I guess that's all that's left for me to say is, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.